you're the right man hand, right side. You're the right-handed man.
Oh, the right.
See here. No, come closer. Closer here. Closer. Closer. Here. Leave room here for Sheikh. Sorry. See.
Over this section.
Yes. How are you? Alhamdulillah. Salam alaikum. Fine. I went today to a place in Mecca, an area called what was it called? I think it was Hayy al-Zaytun, if I'm not mistaken. There was a da'wah center there,
MashaAllah.
where there's one man who's organised this center. All people in the area live there, get together, give food and things from the house, and they give it to pilgrims. At 10:30, inshallah, it'll be shown on the screen. Viewers will watch it.
Okay.
It's really interesting. Inshallah, they'll enjoy that, inshallah.
Inshallah. Excellent.
I don't know what's
How long
happening
were you
here.
there?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Is it far from you?
Maybe
close by?
a half an hour drive.
Okay.
I went after Asr.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened here after Asr. What were we doing after Asr?
SubhanAllah, we discussed so many things today. I'm losing track. I know we spoke with the students before.
Which students?
The students from the UK,
Yeah.
who are involved in Islamic societies,
Yes.
and they were saying their experience with dealing with the youth
Yeah.
and with a network of Islamic societies and the types of programs they have, some of the
Interesting.
challenges they have with the youth.
Interesting, very interesting.
Some of the ways that people respond to their
Yes,
activities.
very interesting.
It was very interesting.
SubhanAllah.
And I was amazed to hear how many Islamic societies there are across the UK that are networked with each other. And
SubhanAllah. Very
it's
interesting.
really amazing.
Huge map, yeah?
Salam
Salam.
Salam.
I was just looking at this map.
Yeah. Is that the bigger size to the one that we got? Oh, this is the smaller one.
I think so.
Yes, that's a big
I
size.
think our viewers could see this from here.
This thing we give this
very
to
big.
this thing yesterday.
Give us some details. So,
I think it's good for old people. It's very good for old people. Big size.
yeah. Because some of the places are not clear to see the smaller map.
How are you, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillah. How's everyone?
Alhamdulillah. What's the topic
Alhamdulillah.
today?
Alhamdulillah.
How was your
see
day
you.
today?
Alhamdulillah, very good.
What did you have since this afternoon? You started 12?
Started
Or
12,
after
yeah.
Dhuhr?
After Jum'ah,
After Jum'ah?
Yeah. we had
It's about 1:30?
maybe 1 o'clock, huh?
1 o'clock?
12:30, 1 o'clock maybe.
Yeah?
No, 1 o'clock.
No, 12:30 was
Yeah.
Salah.
12:30, maybe 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, yeah?
Al-Dhuhr, the
What did you
brothers were
start
on,
with?
I wasn't on.
Yes.
We were in the Musalla and we were
organizing.
discussing, we first recited some ayat from
Surah Al-Kahf.
Surah Al-Kahf.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And we also had a Qari who came and recited for us.
MashaAllah.
And then Sheikh was giving us some
Who?
tafsir of the themes in Surah Al-Kahf.
Okay.
The five major themes, all
Okay.
dealing with a different type of
Right.
fitna,
Oh, I see.
common to our lives.
Yeah.
It was really insightful how the surah unpacks this issue of fitna
Yeah.
and tells very simple stories that we can identify with, even though these things happened in a different time, in a different place. It
MashaAllah.
was very, we learned a lot.
Who was
in
the
that
sheikh?
Session. I forget the
Is it
sheikh's
Sheikh
name.
Muhammad Salah?
No.
Sheikh Naji?
Yes, Sheikh Naji.
Sheikh Naji
Yes.
Al-Arfaj.
But he said he was from
Naji.
Pakistan. Or?
No, that was the brother, the Qari who recited. He was from
It
South
was,
Africa.
Okay.
Yes.
الجوهني
No.
عمر سلام كيف حالك؟ Oh, good to see you.
Copy.
Yes, عربي قهوة عربية Arabian
Why
coffee.
is it a copy?
For me, Arabian coffee with dates.
I wouldn't mind some
with dates,
Arabian
yes.
coffee also.
Arabic coffee something.
One more, water, huh?
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Water.
Water.
Yeah, change for mine.
Water.
Arabic coffee, one water, one.
Yes.
Jazakallah khair.
Water is a source of life.
Yes.
ما شاء الله وجعلنا من الماء
كل شيء حي.
كل شيء حي. So water is the source of all life by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Then we had a brother come here from Canada.
Ah,
He's a dentist.
who?
A dentist.
A dentist, I see.
I'm not sure his name.
Okay.
He's head of some Islamic centers and he was talking about Canada, Dawah projects in Canada.
Yeah, mashallah.
Then Asr, and I went to, I already told the viewers, a center where in one of the areas here in Mecca, where all the local residents of the area get together and get food together.
Oh, مركز الأحياء. مراكز الأحياء.
One of them,
Yeah,
Inshallah.
right.
Zaytuna or Zahra, something like that.
Okay, Hira, okay.
And they give to the pilgrims.
Mashallah.
Took some footage. It's going to be shown at 10:30
I see.
approximately. And the brothers here had a lecture with who came? When I was gone?
The last session was with some students from the UK. Who were
They
telling
came
us
over?
were telling us about their activities with Muslim students, Muslim societies, Islamic societies.
It's like Islamic Awareness Week. Something like that?
FOSIS. UK.
FOSIS?
It's like
Almost like the MSA?
Muslim
Yeah, yeah.
group in UK.
FOSIS.
Yeah, FOSIS.
Yeah.
I was looking at this map.
Federation of Islamic Societies.
I don't remember every
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
the letters,
Yeah.
but it was very encouraging to hear how many youth and how many institutions have these
Right,
kind of Islamic
right.
societies.
It's chapters like societies
And they're all
on
connected with each
campuses
other. Yes.
all over,
Yes.
all over the
I was
UK.
looking at this map. It's really beneficial for.
Did you talk of your friend
we
from
went
South
here.
Africa?
Yeah.
Zahra.
The one who just left.
You're in Hira.
The one from
Zahra.
South Africa.
I met him.
Yeah,
I met
Zahra.
him here.
This is
I
Zahra.
don't know him at all.
Zahra.
I
You-
thought
were
he
you
came
here?
as a guest.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Yes.
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 Very beneficial for a pilgrim. They get lost. And
I only met him today. I don't know
Today,
him.
I didn't know you.
No, I don't know.
I thought you
He
were
happened to
friends
be-
way back.
No,
Because all of the area
Okay.
He just
here
happened to be South
Dr.
African.
has been demolished,
So,
and then they are going to be rebuilt
Yeah.
with new
hotels.
modern. Yeah, and these basically are mountains here all
Yes.
over. You know, I'm here at Jed.
live in Jed?
I live here. Yeah,
Not many people
I'm
live
staying
close
here.
anymore. Most people live very far now.
yeah, but still houses here and there. Let's see, like
Yeah.
these houses. I'm here over this tunnel.
Very close, mashallah. You could go in the Haram very easily.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Well, that's great.
And I like the big version. For people like me who aren't good at seeing.
All right.
So what are we talking
So
about
where's
today?
everybody? Today we have very nice show, but let's get everyone on board.
They'll come one by one.
Huh?
They'll come one by one.
They'll come one by one. I don't know if we're on. Are we on?
Yeah, one from we finished praying.
Are we?
Yeah.
Subhanallah, I didn't know. I was just chatting, man. Oh,
get
mashallah.
us warmed up.
No, normally we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Alhamdulillah, Salatu Salam ala Rasulillah. You know, it's good that.
Continuous from the start of the morning.
MashaAllah. So, you know, it's good that you've covered so many things, and it's nice to have guests. By the way, to have all these guests coming from different parts of the world. Today, inshallah, we'll be joined by a French producer and director,
Alhamdulillah.
mashallah, Muslim, and because we are in Mecca, remember. And we have also somebody who's doing a dawah in America. So we have someone coming from the US. And also, what else do we have? I think we're going to be having
Dina?
no. We have a boxer, a champion
MashaAllah.
of boxing. So we have to be careful.
Is money
Are we going to
packing?
get some
Yeah,
lessons?
we are. We have to be careful not to try to provoke him or something. You know, get something.
If you want, I can provoke you and see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
And I think well, you're going to pay the consequences of
Is he
that.
retired or is he still active?
I don't know. We'll ask him
Okay,
that.
okay, yes.
We'll ask him that,
see it.
inshallah.
You'll see it.
You'll see him. You'll see. And I heard that you had some arm wrestling.
Yes, we had Brother Mikael destroy
Mikael.
everyone in
Oh,
arm wrestling.
I didn't
tonight-
participate, so nothing to do with me.
Well, tonight, inshallah, we're going to take revenge.
Inshallah.
Of
Gonna put
Mikael.
a boxer on it?
Yeah, with the boxer. And see. Assalamu alaikum, Tariq. How are you? Barakallah feek. Good to see you, mashallah. How are you? Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Good. Your name? Juan from Spain. Ahmed from Saudi Arabia. This is Abdullah from Australia. And Razwan from
South Africa.
South Africa. And Ismail from Ghana. So look at this nice combination. MashaAllah. Juan, how are you?
Fine.
Good to have you. Good to have you on the show. You know we're live on television. We are live on television.
Yes.
But relaxed. Nothing is going to be of problem, inshallah. And it's nice. It's nice to have Tariq. I know is half Egyptian, half Dutch.
Yes, you're right.
MashaAllah. Oh boy, MashaAllah. What a nice combination.
Do you think he looks more Egyptian or Dutch?
He looks,
I think Egyptian.
well, he's a Muslim. He's a Muslim. That is what. Assalamualaikum. How are you, Akhi? Oh, we have Zirak from Australia. So, mashallah, look at this.
Yeah, nice.
But I'm afraid of these Aussies, increasing in number. They're going to beat us. 4 of you, see?
I have quite a lot outside the campus.
Please. MashaAllah. So, mashallah.
Okay, Sheikh,
I like.
before you continue, I have problem using these two as mashallah and jazakallah khair.
Okay.
When do you say these two?
How do you do this? Well, what do you say, mashallah?
Yeah.
When you see something pleasing,
Pleasing.
you say mashallah.
Okay.
Okay? Like it's very important, by the way, because you know what do you call it? Al-hasad or the envy.
Okay.
Maybe when we have Salaam alaikum, how are you today? We have another Scottish, mashallah, person here. So we're saying, mashallah, we have a nice combination. Scotland, Netherlands, or Egypt. You can say either.
Egyptland.
Egyptland, yeah, right. And Ghana, South Africa, Australia, Spain, and Australia with Saudi Arabia. So, mashallah, we have all this nice combination of so many people. And Ismail was asking about how do you differentiate between mashallah and jazakallah khairan.
If you add to it, tabarakallah.
And tabarakallah. So you add to that.
way too. Thank you.
Tell us, please, the difference between mashallah and jazakallah.
Mashallah is you say when there's something usually you're impressed with. You say mashallah, tabarakallah. So you don't give that person the evil eye, usually. And jazakallah khair, may Allah reward you. When someone does something good to you, may Allah reward you.
When someone else.
So you're asking, it's basically that jazakallah khair is a dua.
Okay.
Is a supplication. You say jazakallah khair, may Allah reward you.
Okay.
Good. Because he did something to this person. So he's asking the Almighty to reward you. But when you say mashallah, meaning what Allah wills, meaning nothing would happen without His own will, glory be to Him. And the same thing when you say tabarakallah, Allah is so blessed, because if it were not for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nothing would have happened.
Yes, that's true.
Right? Or nothing would be happening in this world. It's all up to Him. That's why, as Abdullah said, the evil eye is so strong. By the way, I think every wise person would believe in the evil eye, and sometimes we can even do that to ourselves.
Yes.
You know, if you see, like, if you're happy with your child, with your wife, or with your husband, because if you're a woman, or with your car, with your job, with something that you like in life, you may give yourself an evil eye. That's why I say, mashallah, tabarak, la quwwata illa billah. You know, this is found in Surah Al-Kahf. You studied Surah Al-Kahf today.
Yes.
And he said, وَلَوْلَا إِذْ دَخَلْتَ جَنَّتَكَ قُلْتَ مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ لَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. See, if you combine the word mashallah tabarakallah or mashallah la quwwata illa billah, this would be even pleasing, and it's going to have no effect of an evil eye because of that, by the grace of Allah. So, mashallah. Let's start with
Sheikh, it seems our
One,
brother
yeah.
has something to say.
Go ahead, Tariq.
Barakallah fiqh. Thank you, brother. Also, the issue that there's a difference between the hasad and the ayn.
Between
The hasad and the ayn.
hasad and ayn, all right?
Because the hasad, like Ibn Hajar said, and also other
Envy.
scholars, So-
and evil eye. Envy, hasad,
Yes, yes.
right? And evil eye is al-ain.
Yes, it's subhanAllah that the line, it could become from a good person.
Do you have a mic?
I forgot the mic.
Yeah, it looks like that's why probably people will not be able to hear you.
No, stop. I think they will fire me today.
Yeah.
Luckily, you didn't see a big
The
hand
other,
coming.
phone, the other phone from your neighbor is going to pick your voice, but it may not be clear. All right?
We were so happy when we see you, Sheikh. We forgot everything.
I don't know.
How can someone give himself the evil eye when evil eye is you are jealous? You want something to be taken away from the person.
Yeah, but sometimes because you're so happy with what you have, this would have an effect, because the evil eye is really, you have a very strong admiration, or so much you're being possessed by this strong desire to keep that thing. You're so happy with it. So you better just say, mashallah. If you see something pleasing, whether that is your own or someone else's, just say, mashallah, tabarakallah. Because a person could do that to his wife, by the way, to his family, to his children, to the neighbors. And subhanAllah, it's really spirit that does this effect. And the eye is only a means to it. It's this desire within your psyche, within your spirit and self. That's why I know when I was a young boy, did I say that? I was a young boy in a town in southern Saudi Arabia, and we used to have a very strong-eyed person, if I can say that. He's got that real strong, and he can say that. Where should I? He has this really strong interest and desire in anything that is good. If he likes something, he can give it an evil eye, and all of a sudden, if it was a person, they would just die immediately. They would just fall on the ground. Wallahi al-azim, I know that for sure. We had this beautiful girls' school, which was built. It was near his house, so he liked it so much. So he looked at it and said, "New school, beautiful." And you see that, whole end there. It was like cracking, big crack in the whole of the building. You can see it from top to bottom. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. And when if one person, they know him, the neighbors, and he was very, very famous for that. So if they drive by and they see him, and he looks that, once he starts, they say, please, so give it to,
Another one.
there was a girl coming out of a door, and he liked that girl so much. It was beautiful, nice little girl, and just the fact that he wanted to have a girl like her. So the father was mashallah, Allah gave him that, quick. Yeah, it was just like he said, please, to the door, not to the girl. And the door broke into two pieces. Astaghfirullah,
So you never said mashallah.
See, this is the problem. I didn't know at that time, because we didn't have that information. We didn't have that instruction to say, mashallah, la quwwata illa billah. It's very interesting that, people now, alhamdulillah, nowadays are more aware of all these things. They're very much, mashallah, tabarakallah. They know what to say. There's always a guidance in Islam for what to do and what not to do. So these nice do's and don'ts are very helpful for you to be a good person, to conduct your life.
What are some of the other du'as you can say? Because I've heard there's a hadith, one man was in a river bathing, and someone looked at his skin was so nice, the man just fell.
Exactly.
And then obviously this was caused by...
He didn't say, mashallah, la quwwata illa billah, mashallah, tabarakallah. You say, mashallah, tabarakallah, mashallah, tabarak ar-Rahman. It's another name for Allah, ar-Rahman. So they should say that, because that would be a source of protection. And you're resorting to Allah the Almighty to protect you and to protect the person or the thing that you are looking at. could be a car, it could be and it does happen. So we have that evil eye, we have that evil spirit within ourselves, and we love to have that for us and deprive the other person of it. It's a sort of, as Tariq was saying, the comparison between envy and an evil eye, they're very close in the sense that it's an interest in that, and you want, but envy is that you want that thing to be for you and not to be for the other person. But evil eye is even stronger than that. You just, it happens that you want it for yourself right away. It's just like, yeah, this is it. I need it. Why would that person have it? I need it for myself. And that, then you have that strong evil eye.
The hadith, Muslim should love for his brother what he loves for himself.
Yeah.
So it's an Islamic characteristic, isn't it?
It is. You're right. You're right. That's why if a person is, we say this is sometimes a disease that a person may have. So you need to seek always help, and the help is to lessen that interest in yourself, and make it, train yourself to say always, MashaAllah, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Always look for a solution with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That would be a source of protection.
And dua.
And dua, of course. Tomorrow is the 8th day of the Hajj, so we are, mashallah, on the eve of Hajj.
Yes.
You know that? Tomorrow,
Alhamdulillah.
mashallah. Now, I heard a report tonight from the Saudi media that all the pilgrims basically are here. So, no more, pilgrims are supposed to come from outside Saudi Arabia. Maybe the ones inside, they will be coming, and probably tomorrow. But most of the pilgrims who are coming from outside Saudi Arabia, who came to about 1,350,000, about 400,000.
Not much.
Not much, but still, if you count the ones inside, so that would come to about 2 million, maybe 2 million and more. Allahu A'lam. But may Allah accept from them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them maghfirah, forgiveness, acceptance.
Ameen.
May He subhanahu wa ta'ala keep this place safe.
Ameen.
And at peace, because we need really, mashallah, to you can just be filled with that feeling. It's a great feeling to see, mashallah, pilgrims coming from all over. It's subhanallah. It's a sea of people that you see around you, and subhanallah, you just say it's Allah who gathered these people. Had it not been for this house, the Kaaba, they would not be coming. It's look at us from all parts of the world.
Yes, that's true.
3 people from Africa.
Yes.
Tariq with them, right? If we can count him from Africa, he's half European, half African. And you have people from Europe, 2 from Europe, and 2 from Australia, and 1 from Asia. I'm the only one. It's okay.
Sheikh, I think it was yesterday or the day before, we were speaking about some of the benefits you take out of the Hajj, and how this flow of Muslims from all the different countries, with Mecca being like the heart of the Muslim world.
Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah, look at this. Are you Saudi? Are you French? What are you? Come on.
I'm French.
Oh, you're with Abdullah, right? Salam. Ahmed.
Abdullah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام.
This is Abdullah as well.
أهلا وسهلا.
I'm Zirak.
مرحبا.
Smiri.
عليكم السلام. عليكم السلام. مرحبا.
This is Tariq.
Très bien, merci.
Come here. Come here. How are you, brother Abdullah?
The old guys, they are sitting in the
Yes,
middle.
see, no, the young ones. The young ones
Yes,
here.
if you think of the life of Nuh alayhi salam, we are very young.
Right, mashallah, tabarakallah. But we're not at the time of Nuh. We're at the time of Muhammad. Well, it's good to have you, mashallah. We were talking about, we'll get to you, so no worry. Be prepared. We have so many questions for you. We know that we'd love to have your story. We know that, mashallah, you have a beautiful story about
definitely.
direction and filmmaking and all that stuff.
Story of Islam.
Inshallah, and how we can serve Islam with that. So
And I have to hear the story of Islam.
he's
Story of Islam, how he became Muslim.
how he became Muslim. It's not that. Oh, really? You're not related to all this filmmaking? No?
Well, I used to, no, I've made films. Yes.
Okay, yeah, all right.
And
So-
I'm preparing a film now.
That's the right man. That's the right man. We're going to get him tonight.
Yes.
Well, mashallah, we have great visitors. We have Juan from Spain. And, we're joined by this regular nice brothers from different parts of the world, from Scotland, from the Netherlands, from Ghana, from South Africa, from Australia, Spain, and Australia. See?
It's a world
Nice.
round
Yeah, nice combination.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. So it's nice. It's nice. But we were talking about the 8th day of the Hijjah. Tomorrow is the first day of Hajj, as you know. Tomorrow is the day of Tarwiyah. So we'd like to hear from any one of you, at least telling us what would be the actions of a pilgrim on the 8th day of the Hijjah. What do they do? What do they say tomorrow, and where they're staying, and so on and so forth? So anyone?
If anyone knows, I'll say. Check me out someone else to
Yeah.
participate. If not, I'll...
Ridwan, you'd like? Please.
But a day of preparation for the following day, the most important day.
Yeah,
So
Arafah.
getting yourself into the right frame of mind, the
Yeah.
right spiritual
All right.
framework. So
All right.
For what's coming, the most important day.
Exactly. Historically speaking, tomorrow is the day of Tarwiyah. Tarwiyah is coming from Irwa, which is the watering day. That used to be a place in Mina here where all of the pilgrims would be gathering to take along water, because they had no water at that time in Arafah or Muzdalifah. So they want to take water along with them to that place. So that just like getting prepared, as you said. So it was a day of Tarwiyah, a day of getting all the necessary water in whatever container you have, in your, put it over your camel and just head on the following day to Arafah. Interestingly enough, the other tribes, with the exception of Quraysh, used to stop only at Muzdalifah. They would not go to Arafah. They would not go beyond. Quraysh said, I am the noblest of all the Arabian tribes. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to go with the rest of the herd going to Arafah, and you go. You are, the citizens of the world. You just go there. I'm going to stay here. And subhanAllah. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said this because they used to boast about their own ancestors, their own fathers, and this and that. They used to say, I'm from this noble tribe. My ancestry used to do this, to do that. Said, فإذا أفضتم من عرفات فاذكروا الله عند المشعر الحرام واذكروه كما كذاكم واذكروه كما هداكم وإن كنتم من قبله لمن الضالين ثم أفيضوا من حيث أفاض الناس. Do the same thing. Come forward, march from the same place that everyone marches from, which is from Arafah towards Muzdalifah. واذكروا الله كذكركم آباءكم أو أشد ذكرا. Mention Allah's name and remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more than you do remember your own fathers, or even like you remember your own fathers. So that's an interesting thing. So Ridwan, mashallah, you brought us this nice idea of preparation and getting into ihram, right? Tell us, Ismail, when we get in ihram, do we need to go to the miqat, or do we do it in Mina? Do we do it in the Masjid Haram? Where do we do it?
When you get into ihram, okay, actually, when a pilgrim starts the whole Hajj activities, when you first get into ihram, I know it's for Umrah. You perform Umrah. Then after you are done with the Umrah activity, then the Hajj will start. So tomorrow, maybe you put on ihram and...
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm saying that...
yeah,
tomorrow,
good, yes.
When you put on the ihram, actually go to Mina, and there's like my brother said, you just prepare for the next...
Yeah.
This thing, yeah.
So you make ihram where?
Yes.
In your place?
Yes,
Some
yes.
people think that you have to go to Al-Masjid Al-Haram to do it, which is absolutely senseless,
No,
right?
you can't.
It's not right.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Sheikh Abdullah,
No.
you can tell us, please. I see, I
Well,
see
I
you
feel-
nodding,
no, no,
nodding
you-
your heads, mashallah.
No, it's,
You like that? You agree with that?
You know, for the people who are living in Mecca, it's very simple. They do it from their house. And the people who came muhrim, and now they are waiting, they start again immediately from their place.
Exactly. That's the point. That's the point. So it's a day for preparation.
But what you say is exactly this, you know.
Right.
When you go in Mina, you are starting, you are preparing yourselves for the big day,
Yes,
which is Arafat.
Arafat.
Al-Hajj Arafat.
Yep, that's right.
And
Arafah
Hajj-
is the pinnacle
Yes.
of Hajj.
Okay.
It's the day. Because the Prophet ﷺ says, Al-Hajj Arafah. Hajj is Arafah. If you're not in Arafah physically,
Yes.
on a certain day, certain time, you haven't made Hajj. It's just simple as this.
Yes, yes.
You know, you can make tawaf, sa'i with umrah.
Yep.
But Arafat is only for Hajj.
Okay.
Yep, that's right.
And it is, you know, it's something very important because أفضل الدعاء, the best dua يوم عرفات لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك له الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. When you think of this in appearance, it's not a dua, because dua is when you ask.
Yeah.
But for that day, because where you are standing up in Arafat, it's the day of tajarudi. Many you are living this downward and you are.
Alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullah.
Alaykum as-salam, rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
Very special.
Very strong.
Okay.
Not very special.
No, very
Yeah,
special.
well,
Very special. Very
we
special.
have, mashallah, these nice guests coming one after the other. It's amazing. Look at that, huh? Mashallah, mashallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Good to see you. What's your name?
Australia, back
Salko.
From Salih.
Oh,
In
Salko.
Bosnia, we
Bosnia.
Salih.
Assalamu alaikum. Salam. Azur.
It's not famous. Muslim
Yeah, mashallah. Azur from Bosnia as well? Okay, all right.
Alaykum as-salam.
Nice to meet you.
So are you the coach for the boxer?
Please translator.
He's the translator. Are you sure? Come here.
In my name.
Yeah.
Both of you, no, both of you.
Bismillah.
We can put this between me and you. So please,
Sheikh,
please
these are
don't
my
use your
relatives.
right hand. Okay.
Sheikh, these are my relatives today.
Whatever you say, I'm gonna.
Left hand is.
Yeah. Oh. So that's for this side. Yeah, for this side, not for our side. He's a boxer.
I know.
Yeah.
I just met him.
Oh, you just met him. Oh,
Can he run away from?
okay.
Some mistake. in
All right.
translating.
But you're going to be staying with us for
So-
quite some time. So
Yes.
yeah.
We
but
were speaking of Arafat and saying, you know, that the best.
Look, we have another boxer here. You're going to meet him. Yes.
He's not in my category.
He's been defeating everyone with arm wrestling. We want to show him tonight. Yeah.
He
Mikhail,
must lose
you're
weight.
going to pay the price tonight. You're going to pay the price, all right?
Heavyweight champion.
All right. Okay, good. So listen to Brother Abdullah from France. Yeah?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So this day the dua is the best dua, La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, lahu al-mulku wa lahu al-hamdu wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. In appearance, it's a zikr, it's not a dua. But for that day, because this is a day of tawheed, when we are standing up, we have to think that one day we'll be standing up, Yawm al-Qiyamah, in front of Allah. That day, when you come in front of Allah, you forget everything. What you have is La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu mulku lahu alhamdu wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. And you are coming expecting that Allah will accept this from you. You are trying to clean yourself from everything on that day, because that day, in this special worshipping of Hajj, this is a stage that teach you how to be and what will be the hereafter a little bit. It's why we're all wearing the same clothes, you know. It's the heart and the spirit of Tawheed. So when you say La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu al-mulku wa lahu al-hamdu wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir, you are asking from Allah to accept this Tawheed, which is the most important thing, because if this is accepted with sincerity, directly to paradise.
MashaAllah.
So this is very important. This is why.
Absolutely, absolutely, Brother Abdullah. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. You said it beautifully.
Yes.
Because Islam, La ilaha illallah is the key to Islam, and it's the key to Jannah as well.
Exactly.
So when you say La ilaha illallah, you come into Islam. When you say La ilaha illallah from your heart, and you work on it, you put it to deeds, to good deeds, you enter paradise.
So this is, this is the most important thing of the pilgrimage, because if this part is accept, all the rest, after this we are going to Bayt Allah. Each Muslim has Bayt Allah here. The heart of the Muslim is Bayt Allah of each one of us. And when we meet the Bayt Allah that Allah Ta'ala has put on the earth, it's a time to renew the pact between us and Allah, because here Bayt Allah and my heart, it has to be together, and a new life is starting.
You mean physically Baytullah is here?
No, of course, you know what I mean. You know perfectly what I mean. When you go in Sa'i, also you have to remember you imagine Ibrahim alayhi salam living now Hajar with a smile in the middle of desert, no water, nothing. Now, when she's running from Safa to Marwa, and carrying the small baby, and the baby without her, he's dying, and she's dying without Allah. So Allah is bringing Zamzam.
Yes.
So when we make Sa'i, we ask Allah to bring in your heart Zamzam, a source of Zamzam of Iman, of Islam, of Ihsan, and open our heart to every kind of beautiful thing. So this is, this is a kind of meaning also.
All right, so you have this nice rhetorical statements today. Look at this, he's bringing this, everything, there is a similarity between this and that. The Kaaba and something in your heart, and the Zamzam and your Iman and all that.
Everything, when you are making lapidation, you make it there, but at the same time you are thinking, you're stoning the shaitan who is in your heart. You make it like this, but you think of your heart, because shaitan is there.
It's all symbolic, right?
Yes.
It's all symbolic.
But it's true.
It is true. It is true, yes.
It's a symbolism that is alive, active.
Yeah, but it's, at the end, as the Prophet ﷺ said, إِنَّمَا جُعِلَ الطَّوَافُ بِالْبَيْتِ وَرَمْيُ الْجِمَارِ لِإِقَامَةِ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ. It was just like to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Absolutely.
So mashallah. I don't know what to start where. Do we talk about boxing or filmmaking? Oh, I should be careful, huh? I should be careful.
We start from the beginning.
Beginning, okay. So if that is the case, since Sheikh Abdullah already started talking about Hajj and how this is important, because tomorrow is the day of Tarwiyah, it's the 8th day, and the Prophet ﷺ on the 8th day went to Mina before Dhuhr time. It was after sunrise. He went there, he prayed Dhuhr in its own time, 2 rak'ahs, like every 4 rak'ah prayer was shortened into 2. Then he prayed Asr, 2 rak'ahs, Maghrib, 3 rak'ahs, Isha, 2 rak'ahs, every prayer in its own time. And then he slept in Mina that night. After he prayed Fajr, the following day, the 9th, and after sunrise, he started to move to Arafah. So at least we know that he was involved in Talbiyah, in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, doing all the good things. Now, can we move to filmmaking, Brother Abdullah?
Yes, we are making a film now.
Oh yeah, that's a live show. It's different than when you really do all this. Tell us kindly, Abdullah, first about your full name, your history, if we can. We'd like to share with everyone. Yeah, it's okay. Bring us some more. You like Arabian?
Yes.
I know. Once you're dressed in this nice outfit, absolutely, you love Arabic coffee. Okay, mashallah. And so I think you are interested to hear his story, right? Please share with us, Brother Abdullah.
Well, actually, I will try to make it short because we don't have time, and there are a lot of people. And
Don't worry, don't worry.
Everyone is very important.
Don't worry, the
for
stage
this.
is yours.
So, well, when I was 22, between 21 and 22, and I made 3 films, actually, 3 full-length films. The film I made were very special films.
Yeah.
They were what we call avant-garde films, very cultural. They were not documentaries, they were real film, but I was trying to take a position against entertainment and this commercial aspect of films. And so my film, currently they go in the French Museum of Film in Paris, in London, in Brussels, in New York. But in a special, they are very special.
Did you come from Muslim family?
No.
So you actually reverted to Islam?
After this, I will come to
We'll
this.
come to that. So
very quickly, inshallah.
All right.
So I came to a stage. I was trying to express something to through my film, but I found that I'm a sick man, living in a sick civilization. We've been cut from the roots of real life. So I said to myself, there should be something else. I had the chance to be able to travel, and I set up a big trip. We were 14 people with 3 Land Rovers, and the purpose I was going through this trip to seek for the truth.
Okay.
I've studied in university the science of civilization, ethnology.
Where? In Paris?
In Paris, yes.
I see. Which university?
In Nanterre, because you know it's a part. It's Sorbonne,
part-
Nanterre.
part-
It depends where you are living.
Okay. All right.
Which part of Paris. So I decided to go to Africa because people there are nearer from the original life.
All right.
And I've chosen some tribes that I will visit, starting from Morocco, going to Zanzibar. And my idea...
going from west to east.
Exactly.
All right.
And my idea was that each tribe will bring me a part of the truth. At the end, I will gather the parts of this part, like you gather the parts of a puzzle, and I will make a film.
Okay.
But I was in the desert in Algeria, in an oasis called Ain Saleh. And there, you know, something happened. It was Asr time. There was a market place, and I saw a man. He was a black man, beautiful face, and very lighty. He made ablution.
Okay.
And I look at him, and I say, how beautiful it is. I like to be like this man.
MashaAllah.
I did not know, you know, about Islam. I know that I knew that with what we studied in France in school, that the Christian went to kill, to fight against the unbeliever who were the Muslims during the Crusade.
Yeah.
So I saw, of course, but I had a little bit more culture.
Okay.
So when I saw this, I say, I like to be like this man. Then I decided to go.
What time was that? What year was that?
69.
1969.
Yes.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. I said, but comparing to Noah alayhi salam, we're still.
Yeah. You're right. Okay.
Actually, I'm born in 46.
MashaAllah.
Yes.
Tabarakallah.
So I decided
give
to
you barakah in your age, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, Ameen. So I went back to France to prepare my film. I say we'll start from there.
Okay.
And then I found translation of Quran and also a book on the life on the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, an initiation to Islam made by a man called Muhammad Hamidullah.
Was that in Morocco as well?
No, he was from India.
Oh, right. But I mean,
In Algeria.
Algeria. This
But
is
I went
Algeria.
back to France.
Yeah, I
So
see.
I found this and I prepared my film and took all my team. It was a big film,
Yeah.
35 millimeter. And I came back to Algeria and I was reading the life of the Prophet and part of Quran translation of the meaning. And I was really touched. And I say, okay, I finish my film and I will go to find Muhammad Hamidullah and I will become Muslim with him, inshallah. At the same time, I contacted the Ministry of Religious Affairs in Algeria and they sent me some people and they took me to a man called Malik bin Nabi.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Very famous.
Yes.
Writer,
And
mashallah.
I met him several times, and you know, I had the authorization
Was
starting
that
to shoot
in Algeria?
in Algeria, to shoot, and I came to say him goodbye, and he said, you know, you should stay 2 or 3 days more in here, because a man is coming who is better for you than me.
Okay.
I say, who is this man? He says, his name Muhammad Hamidullah. I
Subhanallah.
say, Allah Akbar.
This is the one you were looking for.
Exactly. And he was invited by the government to give lecture, and he was in the same hotel where I was. It was in December 69.
Perfect
Planned by
coincidence,
Allah.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I met him. He was a very sweet old man, very slim. And then I said to myself, well, I wanted he came. Why should I delay?
Yep, that's it.
So, you know, I say, if I want to become Muslim, what should I do? It was Laylat al-Jumu'ah. So I say, you will take a shower with intention of purification, and tomorrow we go to the mosque and you say, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. So the story started from there.
Mashallah.
Then, you know, I had people where I will try to go very quickly. I had people waiting for me in Niger, Agadez. And I started to, of course, I started to pray at the beginning. I was reading Al-Fatih in French, and step by step, after three weeks, I could pray. Alhamdulillah, not too bad. Then I went to Niger, and I started to shoot my film. But my heart was somewhere else. When I arrived in Niger, I say, okay, I have to make a choice. If I want to make a film on Islam now, I don't know Islam enough. I just became, I was not prepared, you know, things happened very quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm not ready for this. So either I give priority to my film or to my life. So the choice was very quick. I say my life, because this is the essential, and the other one part is more existential. So I sent back all my equipment and people to friends, and the people, they say, Serge, because my name, Serge Ba, it was my name, Serge became crazy.
Yeah.
Then, you know, I quit all the people and I went to Timbuktu. I rent a house there. I took someone to start to learn Arabic. Then one day, you know, after a few months, police came. They took me and sent me to jail in the Bamako. And my first...
Why was that? You came in illegally? Is that
No, completely legally, all my paper. I did not know. And it was my first Ramadan. I was in a jail in Bamako.
Look at
So, you know, I say, okay, maybe I call the French embassy. I say, no, I became Muslim. No, I have to trust God. I did not do anything wrong.
Yep.
Let's wait. We'll see what happens.
Oh, great.
After 1 month, you know, they released me. I went in front of the chief of police, and they say, this time we're kind with you. But explain me, I don't know. However, you know, then they gave me my car back, and after a while they came back to me, and they expelled me from the country.
Subhanallah.
And in jail, I met people, they say, you should go to Mauritania.
For ilm.
Exactly.
I see, all right.
So, you know, I remember once at that time, did not do istikhar. I say, okay, I was in Timbuktu. I did not know what I will do. I say, I will open the Quran and I will put my finger and I will find the answer at that time. I did it. I came on اقرأ اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم.
First ayah revealed in the Quran.
علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. فالحمد لله, I went to Mauritania. People, they say to me, there is a very good man who is a Rabban. He has a Sunnah, and he has also a Rabbaniya, living in the desert. And I went there. I spent 11 years in the desert in Mauritania.
SubhanAllah.
And then in 81, I came in Mecca al-Mukarramah to perform Hajj.
MashaAllah.
And after the Hajj, I wrote a letter. I went to the Prince of Mecca. I did not know anyone. I gave him the letter, and he sent me to Sheikh Abdul Aziz bin Baz, rahmatullah alayh. And then I made my iqam. I studied in Dar al-Hadith, and after this, at the end,
محمد جميل زينو شيخ محمد.
وبعدين في المعهد العالي لإعداد العلم والدعاء.
ما شاء الله.
Now tonight I'm with you to
Of course. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. I'm sure that you have so many questions for Brother Abdullah.
Yes.
And if you have any question, please. It's an open discussion.
No question.
Okay.
Yes, there are many questions. I have many questions myself.
As you were taking the decision to become a Muslim, were you contacting your family?
No.
You didn't contact anyone?
No, I did not contact my family, and actually,
No sugar.
when I became Muslim, I did not go back to France only 12 years later.
Okay.
And it was at the beginning a little bit rough, but Alhamdulillah, my mother, before dying, said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
MashaAllah. At your own hands.
Alhamdulillah.
You invited her to Islam. She
Alhamdulillah.
accepted.
Alhamdulillah.
May Allah have mercy on her.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. That's nice.
Well, no, actually, I'm, just to finish the thing that I said, I'm pregnant of a film because from that time I wanted to make a film, and I still want to do it now.
So you want to deliver now?
Yeah, I want to deliver. It's why you see, look. Because now the kid is 46 years old.
What exactly you wanted to deliver? To make that film. Deliver that baby. All right?
No, I
same
hope
film or another film?
Oh, it's a completely. I've written a scenario 15 years ago, and now I've written a new one, and of course, it's to try to inshallah, to make da'wah to Islam.
Very good.
In a beautiful way,
Brother Abdullah, do you reside in the kingdom now?
Yes,
You live in Mecca?
in Mecca.
MashaAllah.
Since
I think
81.
we need you at the College of Media and Communication in Riyadh, because we're the only college in Saudi Arabia at Imam University to tell you a story, to see, and to tell us more about technicalities or the technical side and the filmmaking and how to do it rightly and how you make it for da'wah and all that. But I'm sure that you have so many things to say to students, right?
Not too many,
Please.
It's the truth.
You've done some movies before, right? Or films, right?
Yes, I've done three full-length. Actually, my film, my three film, last year they went out in DVD in France. Not from me. People may.
Do you have a website?
No, I don't have a website.
Where should we search for your films? On YouTube? Could we find them?
Maybe YouTube, or you put my name, maybe, or something like this.
What is the full name, if people are interested in
Serge Bard, B-A-R-D.
B-A-R-B.
D.
B-A-R-D. Bard. Serge Bard.
Bard. But in France we say Serge Bard.
Bard.
We don't pronounce the D.
I know, mashallah.
No
like
problem.
Paris, you say
Paris,
instead of
not
Paris instead of Paris.
Voilà.
Ok, voilà. Oh, très bien, excellent.
Il n'y a pas de problème.
Mashallah. Comment allez-vous?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
My French is gone. That's it. That's it. I only have these words.
I don't want to
That's
talk
it.
too
That's
much.
it. No more French. All right. You have questions for him?
So many.
Why don't you make a film about Muslim boxers, starting from Muhammad Ali to here, right?
You know, I'm afraid because if they don't like the film,
You'll be in trouble.
no, you know, but it's the contrary, you know. People who are boxers, and he was even professionally, they keep, there are people who are, they control, if you don't control yourself, you cannot be a boxer.
I see.
And most of the time, their heart is very sweet.
MashaAllah.
Because, you know, they are mastering their power.
Yes. All right. See, he's complimenting you. See.
Yes.
Why is he doing this? Because, all right.
No, you know, this is something very important. Because
I agree with
you know, when you were saying something at the beginning, which is very true about Quraysh, Allah Ta'ala, Allah a'lamu haythu yaj'al risalatahu, you know, He knows where He has put His message.
Yes.
This, you know, this proudness that these people had, Allah turned it to something else with Iman.
MashaAllah.
And they were brave. And they were also noble in their character.
Yes, I see what you mean.
Because, you know, this is the power of Iman to change from inside, completely change the people from inside. Taking this strong and very good quality and changing them to something else.
It's directing it
exactly
towards the right.
And it's what
aim.
happened to Quraysh.
All right.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. If I can, because I need to have that side part of us. Juan, if you can tell us your story. You are with us tonight to tell us about being a Muslim, mashallah.
Yes.
How long have you been Muslim?
Since 2005.
2005, mashallah. 11 years now.
11 years, yeah.
Tell us your story, please.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Yeah. I came to Saudi Arabia in 2001 for, you know, as I was trainee for the commercial office of the Spanish embassy.
For what?
For the commercial section of the...
Commercial section?
Yeah.
Of the Spanish embassy?
Spanish embassy,
So
yeah.
were you a diplomat?
No.
Just only
I am, at that time I was a trainee and now I am an accountant. No? But at that time was just for, you know, commercial affairs.
So you were working there?
Yeah.
For administration, all right?
Yes. And
so civil administration?
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
Good.
And then, you know, I made contact with Saudi people. I made some friends. And by, you know...
In Riyadh?
In Riyadh.
Okay.
In Riyadh. And, you know, as the relation with them and the way I see they behave in general and the way of life and values, you know, I feel attracted to the
MashaAllah.
Islam, you know. At that time I didn't change, I didn't accept it. But I left the country in 2002 and spent 2 years in Spain.
In Spain?
And at that time I was searching more information and trying to deep more, to
learn more
about the Islam and then I have the chance to come back to Saudi Arabia.
Probably compare.
Working the same job?
No, the same office, different position.
Oh, okay. Higher position.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
All right.
And at that time, year after.
Are you still with the Spanish embassy?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
nice.
Contacts.
And,
nice.
And actually,
Contacts.
it wasn't.
Contacts.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was not
you want
immediately.
A visa or something?
Yeah. I arrived. I came back in 2004, but took me like a year more to accept. To convert.
MashaAllah. Is this your first Hajj? Are you intending to make Hajj this year?
Yes. It's my
first Hajj?
Yeah.
May Allah accept from you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And actually,
did you see the Kaaba before?
Yes, 3 times.
3 times. So you came for Umrah before. This is your first Hajj. I'm sure you're excited so much.
Yeah, so much.
And you'll see a new experience as you go to Mina, Arafah, Muzdalifah, Mina again. MashaAllah, wonderful.
My relatives now, Sheikh.
Now,
yes.
You won the boxer, right? Okay. See,
Why the boxer?
I don't know. Boxer.
No, big difference.
Yeah. I didn't know.
kicking and
What do you think of
punching.
boxing? Do you think that, Mikhail, are you willing to
I'm a family man.
fight?
He changed his language.
No, you know we call box in French the noble art.
Oh, look at
Yes.
that. Wow. So you have a high admiration of boxing. Tell us your full name and
I will speak in Bosnian. I understanding everything, but it
you speak very
could be
well.
better. But I
Let
can
him
express.
speak in English, but if you have something that you have difficulty with,
If you need help.
I think he can help you with that.
I'm afraid I can explain in a good way.
MashaAllah. Yeah, you think he has a problem? Nothing.
I better explain.
You can fight even with words, mashallah.
My name is Salko Ziljic.
Salkos?
Ziljic.
Ziljic.
Salko from Sali in Bosnian.
Sali is a famous city, yeah?
Yes, in Bosnian we call Sali. Kako se kaže već od njega?
Like favorite, something like
The
that.
favorite.
Then
Someone who is favored.
Oh, someone is his favorite, I see.
I was first child of my parents, and when I talking about me, I said my parents gave me the name and the surname. Also, my parents are Muslim, but in Bosnia, a lot of people are Muslim, and when you ask him, "Did you Muslim?" They said yes, but they don't pray. They
don't practice.
They don't practice.
They don't practice
So
religion, yeah?
I live. I'm.
I saw that when I went to Sarajevo. I went myself to Sarajevo a long time ago, even before the war.
Really?
I was there, yeah. And I saw really Bosnia. I went to even the mountains and I saw people.
I think this is
Mashallah.
because
Bosnians are nice. They're so generous, by the way, just like the Arabs. If you go there, they slaughter an animal for you. They're willing to do a sheep for you and give you a big feast, mashallah, with honey and milk and mashallah and,
I will explain.
meat.
And
Yeah.
then, my grandfather from Albania, it's the same. People
Yes,
not
communism
know their
is
religion.
a problem.
If you say to them, leave Islam, he'll die, but he won't leave Islam. But he doesn't know what Islam is.
I see.
Yes.
I see. So the identity
But
is there.
mostly,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
you will meet someone, he doesn't pray, he doesn't do anything, but if you say to him, you're not Muslim,
Oh,
Yes.
they will kick you.
exactly.
And you all know that
So
Albania
this is very important because you know this the roots of this faith is there.
Right.
and as you know, we're known for having hard heads.
Right. I think before we go to dinner, would you like dinner? You like this word? D-I-N-N-E-R? You like that? Oh, okay. Are you hungry, brothers?
I think so.
Before that, let's have few minutes, or you think we can do it while eating? Is that okay?
No, it's,
No? Listen to that now? Yeah, please. Okay, complete the story. So you're the first child of your parents.
Yes.
We are eating
I
his
have
words.
also sister.
Okay.
I have also sister, and I live in better. will be speaking.
I'm not related officially, just to say.
Help her.
I u porodici koju su svi muslimani nismo praktikovali islam, ali smo tako živjeli cijelo vrijeme.
Okay, the whole time they are calling themselves Muslims, but they do not practice the whole family. We have names like Muslim names, but we believe in God, but not practicing, not doing anything in the name of the God.
I problem zbog takvog shvatanja u našoj zemlji je bio zbog toga što smo imali 50 godina sistem koji je pokušao na neki način da vjeru istjera iz ljudi.
Communism was the problem. 50 years of the communism, it was against any kind of religion. Mostly Islam. That just kill all the religion.
Tako da ja volim reći da sam 2002. godine izabrao ja da budem musliman, da se pokorim Allahu.
So he like to says in 2002 years he chose to become Muslim, not by parents giving him his name or tradition or something. He chose to take.
He wants to be more committed.
Yeah, more
committed to Islam.
Yes,
and
right.
to practice Islam.
Like reborn.
Kada objašnjavam omladini, a počesto me zovu tako da razgovaramo o sportu i islamu.
Okay. he's the president of a young association, one national party in our country.
Yeah.
So when they invited him to speak, to say about Islam and sport and life.
Yeah.
Ja im kažem da sam dan prije, da mi je otac dan prije toga prijetio pištoljem da idem u džamiju, ja ne bi otišao. Da mi je nakon toga, kad sam počeo klanjati, prijetio pištoljem da izađem iz džamije, ja ne bi izašao.
Yeah. It was very strange if somebody says to him, like his father, the day before he turned to Islam, to his gun, or says, don't go to mosque, he will never go. But day after, if somebody took the gun and said, don't go to mosque, he will go. The change was so suddenly.
I see. Subhanallah.
Jedne prilike sam bio na jednim pripremama malo udaljen od kuće i tih mjesec dana nostalgija za kućom, počeo sam mnogo čitati. Tu su bili u tom klubu mladi ljudi koji su prakticirali vjeru i počeo sam upoređivati njihov način života i način života u kojem sam ja živio prije.
Okay, he was before fighting, preparing himself very far from the home, and he was with some young people who read the Islamic book and stuff like that. He started reading and compare his life with their life, and he was interested in the.
All right.
Ima jedna anegdota vezana za taj period.
Okay.
Prevedi sam imena.
There's some just one interesting thing, like anecdote.
Čitajući hadis da će doći vrijeme kada će za normalne govoriti da su ludi, on mi se nekako kroz nekih sedmicu dana u životu stvarno ostvario. Pa sad ću objasniti kako sam.
He was reading one hadith that there will come, Prophet says, there will come time that normal people will find it like crazy, just like Professor was told that he was crazy when he accepted Islam. And he was thinking 7 days about this hadith.
Prije tog mog meča koji ću imati, došli su mi prijatelji, vozili smo se gradom u kojem je bilo takmičenje i onda su oni govorili, joj vidi dobra djevojka, joj vidi ovakva, vidi onakva. Ja sam pod dojmom tog čitanja i promjene svijesti njima rekao, pa ste, bilo lijepo da to govori neko vašoj majici, vašoj sestri ili čerci, to nije lijepo tako govoriti. Onda se jedan prema mene okrenuo i rekao, pa to kaj ti poludio. Onda mi je pred očima prolazio taj hadis.
Okay, before the fight, before his very important fight, he was fighting. He was cruising town with his friend in the car, and they all just looking for the girls and stuff like that. And they said, "Look at this! Look this one! This is better. You know, they're pretty." And he was telling them, just suddenly, don't say stuff like that. That could be your mother, your sister, or something. And the one who was driving or sitting, he just turned around and said, Are you get crazy also? And he remembered that hadith.
In that moment, that hadith told with my hands.
Hadith is in front of you.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
The truth.
Jesi tada odlučio da?
To je bilo još to su sve bili činjenice koje su legalno okretale da promijenim način života i da počnem.
He's turning around to Islam, starting to change.
MashaAllah.
To je jedna od stvari.
Nice point to stop at. Right? After dinner, we'll continue this nice story, mashallah. We'll have you. So, you are all our guests. Yes. Let's go. Have some food. Bismillah.
We're still live, okay?
Yeah, we're still alive. We're gonna chat. Please.
You're on the right side.
We're gonna chat. Yeah. It's here, is it? Oh, this is mine. Thank you. See? Only one. Miskeen. I'm miskeen, yeah.
You just came for...
Where's this coming from?